Thank you, Tony. The deadly Florida school shooting has sparked the gun debate nationwide.
Now there's a bill in Rhode Island that would allow courts to take away guns from people showing warning signs of potential violence.
And the governor's vowing to sign an executive order to make that happen even before the legislation is debated at the State House. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado is live in the newsroom now with the new details. Steph.
Shannon and Mike, in the wake of the Florida shooting, the red flag bill was introduced in the Rhode Island House today. The Senate will introduce its own version next week, and Governor Raimondo is now saying she'll sign an executive order on Monday in an effort to take guns away from people who are in danger of committing violence.
It easily could have helped avert that tragedy.
House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello signing onto a gun bill in the wake of the deadly Parkland, Florida school shooting. The so-called red flag bill would allow guns to be taken away from people who pose a threat to themselves or others. Police or family members of a person who is threatening violence with a gun would be able to petition a court for an extreme risk protective order. If the judge signs off, the person would have to surrender their guns for a year.
I think this will be a real practical way to protect our children.
Mattiello says he believes such a bill could have led the police to take guns away from the shooter at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida before the tragedy happened.
Absolutely could have helped that situation and probably would have helped that situation.
The National Rifle Association has donated to Mattiello's campaigns over the years, endorsed the Democrat in 2016 and gave him an A+ rating. But he says his stance on this gun bill is about protecting the public.
I believe that the Second Amendment's an important constitutional right. However, kids are being shot in school, so that gives you pause and it makes you think about it, and you have to try to find the most effective ways of dealing with it.
And the NRA has lobbied against similar bills in other states before, so we reached out and asked them for their stance on Rhode Island's red flag bill. We have not yet heard back, but the Rhode Island Second Amendment Coalition tells us this bill sounds like a good idea, but they'd like to study the specifics a little bit more. Now, Governor Raimondo said in a statement today the tragedy in Parkland has renewed the urgency once again for states to take action to prevent gun violence. On Monday, I will sign an executive order establishing a statewide red flag policy that will take effect immediately, but we still need to pass legislation so these protections are in place permanently. Live in the newsroom, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.